Good morning, good day, good seeing you. What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Let's turn it up, everybody. Let's wake up. Let's wake up, let's get up, let's get at it. Good morning. Today's Monday, October the 5th. Are we on the 5th, people? It is the 6th. Good gracious. Time is flying. It's October the 6th, 2025. What's going on? What's that, Martin? Good morning, Martin. Thanks for being here. This morning on the Walk and Talk, people, we're going to have a really good conversation about words and actions. Listen, today, as always, positivity, growth, belief, motivation. We want to get positive energy flowing. Doesn't matter if you're at the end of your day, beginning of your day, the middle of your day, depending on where you are, you still have to have that positivity. That's what we bring to the table here. That's what we do. But right now, I want to talk to you about your words. Do your words match your actions? See, there's a difference between doing the right thing and wanting people to think you're doing the right thing. There's a difference between who you are and who you want people to think you are. And who you are is dictated by your actions. You don't have to tell people who you are. You don't have to broadcast. You don't have to talk about. Your behaviors show. Here's the thing. They show you. So if you want to know who you really are, shut up and look at what you're doing. Look at what you've done. Look at how you behave, how you act. It will show you who you are. So many of us talk ourselves into believing that we are someone we aren't, that we are doing things that we're not. And when we tell ourselves this story enough, this lie begins to live within us. And it doesn't matter if the lie is positive or negative. When you have a false impression of who you are, you're not able to take steps. You're not able to take strides. You're not able to change. We have to look at our actions. You want your words and your actions to match? Talk less. I cannot express to you. One of the biggest things I had to do was understand that matching my words to my actions meant I needed to say less and I needed to do more. The more talking I did, the less work I was doing. My life is changing. The future is changing. Possibilities are growing. They're there for all of us, but it takes getting up. It's now 5:17 in the morning. Are you up? Are you putting in the work? Are you talking about doing better? Are you talking about getting healthy? Are you talking about saving? Are you talking about growing, or are you growing? Vicar, Jesus is King. Thank you for being here this morning, Vicar. Everyone, as always, welcome to the morning. As you check in, let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. A little look at my top of the hill. Top of the morning to you. Look at that moon. And that moon, people. Full moon here. Freaking deer. Hey, y'all don't let me get run over by no deer out here. People, those of you who have been here before, you know you got one major responsibility. Don't let me get run over by no deer. Millionaire, hello. Why are you copying my business? You got it out there, dude. One of us got to do it. Locke said, plan your work, work your plan. I like that, Locke. Junior. Hello, Junior. It's 5:17 in the afternoon for me. I know on Western Australia, we're exactly 12 hours apart. So let me know where you're at. 3033Z. Junior said, you're in Brazil. Okay, you're Brazilian. So I'm saying you're in Brazil. Ryan, RKS. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hello, good morning. Alive and, what is that? Alive and starving? Where's the body? I can't talk about the body. I just told you your words and actions got to match. Why am I going to do all that work to hide the body and then come tell you where it is? Come on, starving. We got this morning, that's the OG one. It's 10 a.m. in the UK. Welcome, UK. Hey guys, right here, look. Good morning, that is my wife. Say good morning to my wife, everyone. That's my life. Life is in my chat. Make sure you guys say good morning. Is my name Marvin? It is not Wilson. Starving. Got you too. Thank you for being here, guys. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, guys. Listen, as always, thank you for being a part of the chat. Let's stick with this positivity. Let's get started on this walk, people. We walk, we talk, we focus on growth. Today, it's about your words matching your actions. This came to me as a part of my personal growth, my personal strides. And I've always, as I've told and I've shared in the past, I was a leader. I was a leader in retail sales. And I would go into these places and I would work and I would say, hey, I'm gonna do this. I would build this. I'm gonna build this team. We're gonna take these steps and we're gonna get somewhere. We're gonna make these achievements. We're gonna do all of these things. And for a long time, my words weren't matching my actions weren't matching my words, and I kept blaming everybody else. I kept saying, well, hey, I'm a leader, and I'm trying to do this thing. I'm trying to make us good, but these people aren't listening. These people aren't doing what I'm telling them to do. And so, because they're not doing what I'm telling them to do, we're not reaching our goal. It's not my fault, because I'm doing my part. They're not doing theirs. When you're a leader, you don't get that cop-out anymore. See, and the reason this is a cop-out is because when you're trying to lead your own life, when you're trying to control, drive, and dictate your own path, you're responsible for the outcome. You're responsible for the input that leads to the outcome, right? Strong said we was Kangs. All right. Fishing Ray, what's going on, Fishing Ray? GC says, let's chat. He ain't seen while he is walking. I don't know what that means. John, my little sister, gave birth not long ago. Her baby came out. I'm not even gonna finish reading that. That's silly. Don't get yourself kicked, John. Thank you guys for being here this morning. And so when we talk about actions and we talk about words, Ryan, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for stopping in and being a part of the chat this morning. It's good to see you, brother. Keep up that work you're doing. Guys, when we're talking about being able to understand matching our words with our behaviors, I had to understand, I kept talking about creating results for a company based on my behaviors with a team, with a group of people. And I kept saying that these results will come because I'm going to be able to shape these people into a specific working team and a working structure. And I hadn't learned yet how to do that for myself. And so I was Gabby. I I was gab a lot, right? But the results weren't there. And I found myself spinning for a while in that space. I found myself growing frustrated because I wanted the outcome to match, right? I felt like, hey, I'm doing all of the right things. I'm taking the right steps. I'm connecting. I'm doing these things, but we're not seeing the results we're looking for. That's because I was focused on a promise that somebody else had to keep. As a leader, it's not my job to get those numbers. So I often use a correlation to sports because I believe sports is one of the best ways to be able to truly show how things work through discipline. And when it comes to discipline and getting things done, when you're a leader, your coach can say, hey, we're going to put together a framework of accountability and focus and determination and a structure and a system in which people are appropriately placed, they're comfortable, and they're given the opportunity to use their gifts to help us grow. A coach can do all of those things. Coach can't walk out there and say, we're going to win every game. Coach can't walk out there and say, hey, this guy's going to throw for 5,000 yards. Coach can't walk out there and say, hey, this guy's going to score 40 points a game. The coach can't do that. And the reason the coach can't do that is because no matter how much work that coach puts in, no matter how much like just begging and pleading and advising and guiding that we do, you can't guarantee the output of the individual. You can see the potential, you can nurture the talent, you can provide the opportunity and the space, but it doesn't necessarily mean you can guarantee what they're going to do. So then that brings me back to myself. Am I even speaking to my results? Or am I speaking, when I say my words don't match my actions, am I speaking to the results that need to be generated by someone else? The outcomes that need to be produced by somebody else's input, right? That's the thing we have to start to notice. Hey, someone's following me, keep your eye on them, yo. Don't let them get too close. If they get too close, start yelling. You gotta tap in all caps. You gotta type in all caps, let me know. Pharaoh, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Can't serve God and money, love one and hate the other. That's wrong, Pharaoh, but keep typing, man. Keep typing. See, this is the thing that I'm talking about when I say your words don't match your actions. Your words don't match your actions. You believe because someone cares to do the best at something, someone cares about building themselves and growing themselves, that they are consumed in some way with money. You understand that when you go out and you look at becoming the best version of yourself, you create value. And that value is rewarded on this physical plane with compensation. And many things don't even come from money. Do you understand that the wealthy don't count dollars? Do you understand the wealthy? To wealthy money is like, hey, it's a concept. It's a thing. None of them carry cash. None of them go anywhere. None of them have currency, dollar bills in their pockets. Like none of them do. They don't do things with their money. You get wealthy and it doesn't matter. And if we keep trying to relate money to God, we keep trying to say, hey, you can't serve God and be wealthy. That's why you stay broke and your pastors stay rich. That's why your imam got a freaking mansion and 15 wives, and you trying to manage your one wife working at a falafel shop. See, everybody keeps thinking that it's about money, and it's not. It's about your actions. Listen, look in your pulpits. Look at your preachers. Look at your ministers. Look at the people who are supposed to be your spiritual leaders and see if their actions match their words. If their actions do not match their words, you are in the wrong place. They keep talking about living a life of servitude and a life of giving everything up for God, and then they got more cars than they got people in the freaking church. You got the pastor standing up here talking about, I need a $65 million jet. Man, this is your church. God put you right here. We built a house right behind this place for you. You can walk to church in the morning. What do you need a $65 million jet for? Come on, man. See, y'all keep playing games with your spiritual walk and your word, and we keep talking about, hey, look at me. Look at the work that I'm doing for God. Come on, man. I don't even put the two together. I don't even draw a correlation. And the reason I don't is because you got the same thing about prosperity preachers that are preaching to you and telling you God's got, he's going to make 10 millionaires out of this room. Put your offering in. God's got a blessing for you. Somebody shout, what? Like, what are you talking about? Come on, man. Your actions. What are your actions? What are you doing? What are you getting up and doing? Yeah, I believe God got something for me, and I know God got a requirement for me to get up and go get it. What you think? God put it in UPS? Somebody gonna deliver it to your door? You waiting for FedEx to show up and say, blessing from God here. How do you think these things get to you? Come on, man. Charles, hello. Is that Charles? Charlie 85. Reverend Dream. Give with the right hand so the left doesn't know what is given, what it gives. Charlie says, I'm in my bed. Enjoy that rest. BNV, what do you think about money? What do you mean, what do I think about money? What about money? What are we talking about? Just got here. We're talking about actions matching your words. That's what we're talking about this morning, is whether or not your actions are matching your words. And for a lot of us, we're not talking about our own actions, our own behaviors. We're making predictions and we're giving guarantees based on behaviors that have something to do with others. And we're not understanding, and that happens because we don't know exactly what our calling is, what our purpose is, what work we're supposed to be doing. I don't pass plates, only pass blessings of love. We'll keep handing them out. I gotta keep walking, account. Haven't been able to sleep? All right. I don't understand what the question is about money. I don't understand what the questions are about what I think about money. But the relevance is what we think about actions and behaviors. Here's the thing, guys. I keep saying this, right? I keep sharing this. The channel's called BNV Finance Fixers. It's called that for a reason. And the reason it's called BNV Finance Fixers is because finances are based on behaviors, not on money. I'm not called money makers. We're not called BNV money makers. We're not called BNV dollar grind. We're not called BNV make big bucks. That's not what it's about. It's not about that. It's about growing up. It's about understanding that the investments, the financial growth of our life comes through investment into ourselves, into our behaviors, into our discipline, into our actions. I don't have to go out here and try to make money if I am working on making myself the best version of me. This carnal plane, this planet that we live on, rewards that growth in you. But you have to have discipline to achieve it. You can't get money chasing money. Old joke, really old joke. Two bulls standing up on the top of a hill. right? Whole bunch of cows down at the bottom. Young bull says to the old bull, let's run down there. Let's run down there and get one of those cows. Old bull looks at him and says, let's walk down there and get them all. See, you don't understand that because you're running after something that you don't have to run after. You're looking for something that you don't need to be looking for. See, you can take your time and get to where you're going, and then what needs to be there when you get there will be there. But you don't get there by chasing there. You get there by building you, working on you, understanding you. And stop letting your words be greater than your actions. Stop lying to yourself, saying that you're a stronger person than you are, saying you're a weaker person than you are, saying you know more than you do, saying you don't know enough. All of these are lies. I don't care if it's a good lie or a bad lie. I don't care if it's a lie that lifts you up or a lie that puts you down. Stop talking about it, be about it. I'm up in the morning, I'm out here on these walking talks because I was talking about doing it. I was talking about doing it, and I didn't do it. And I knew I needed to. I knew it's something I needed to do. It wasn't about something I wanted someone else to do with me. Y'all almost let me get hit by this car. Y'all see that car flying past here? Almost let me get hit. I gotta be about it. I can't talk about getting out the road. I gotta get out the road. Hey, man. What we saying? Thank you, Melissa. I don't know what you're talking about, Motorman. I might have missed something. Reverend said, I'm cutting out. Am I the only one? I don't know. The road should get out of my way. I think it should. B&V, what would be your great advice to young or other people who always struggles, like trusting God, depression, or any struggles? Listen, here's the thing, right? I want to touch on that just for a second. Not because I'm a person who has all the answers, but just because you posed the question, I want to take a moment to touch on it. Here's the thing. Doesn't matter what age you are. Doesn't matter if you're old or young. We all have challenges that we go through. The biggest challenge that most of us face is our own perception of ourself based on what we see in the world. Comparison of ourself on what we see in the world, right? Depression, fear, anxiety, as simple as this is about to sound, don't think that it's this easy. All of these things are based, in most cases, are based on things that either have not happened, such as things in the future, or they're going to be based on things that we believe in correlation with the things we see, right? So how do we handle these struggles? It's different for different things. The first thing you have to do, if you have a spiritual struggle, you can't fight a spiritual struggle. You cannot have a spiritual warfare on a carnal plane. We have to understand this. See, there are so many aspects to us as humans, so many aspects to us as these carnal creatures that we have a tendency of thinking they can all be handled the same way, and they can't. You can't go to your urologist because you have a problem with your foot. You need to see a different type of doctor. You can't directly impact weight loss, right? Your weight loss by focusing on your social studies in college or in school. Like, we have to go to the right place to fix the right thing. We have to spend energy and time in the right place to fix the right thing. One of the things that's very important for development of any person in any place is to make sure you are in the right place for the right journey, for the right battle. It starts, man, I know God's good. I know God's great. I know the blessings that have been in my life. I know the things that I've endured. I know God's hand has been in my life and helped me to get to where I am. What I'm talking to you about is when it's just you, and you've prayed and you're like, man, I'm prayed up. You gotta stand up sometimes. Oh my God, and it's heavy. See, everybody talks about a cross to bear, and they believe this cross that they have to bear is a cross that somebody else is placing on them. Oh, whoa. Oh, the hardships of being a black man in the United States. Oh God, you don't know how hard it is to be a middle-aged white man in the United States. You don't know how much pain I had to, no, you're not looking outside you. Your cross is you. Stand up. Stand up. Sometimes you gotta stand up and you gotta walk into it. This is why I teach my children early on, life don't care. Life's not throwing challenges at you. You are looking for challenges. Challenges arise the moment you get up and you say you want something. The moment you stand up and you say, hey, I want that, I'm going to get it. That's where the challenges come from. You lay down and die. You lay down and say, I don't want nothing, I don't care. I don't got no time for it. I'm gonna just lay here and be here. Life gonna pass you by. Life is like, okay, fine. Do your thing, I ain't got nothing for you. It ain't hard to lay down and die. It's not. It's hard to get up and live. It's a challenge when you say you want something. We face it as babies. Babies from the beginning, they're like, I can't stand you and this stupid carpet you put me on. You keep laying me down here. Babies start screaming. They try to crawl. They say, man, I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm gonna do something about it. I ain't got no words to convey to you how unhappy I am, but I'm gonna take actions to do something about it. And then babies learn to crawl. They learn to pick their little heads up. Like, I need to make eye contact with you. You see me? You see what I'm saying to you right now? You making eye contact with me? Babies, they're working, they're trying to get something because they're challenges. And they know if they want to get what they want to have, they have to go out here and overcome these challenges. They have to take these challenges on and do the work. They learn to crawl, they learn to walk. Spent a lot of time as a personal trainer, and I had clients tell me, hey man, what about baby steps? Can we do this with baby steps? I said, sure, we can take baby steps. You do understand, for babies, baby steps are hard. Baby steps don't mean it's easy. Baby steps are hard. So even when we're taking baby steps, it's a challenge. That don't mean, hey man, let me take it easy. Hey, stop asking me to be accountable. Hey, stop expecting so much from me. So to answer your question about what to do when you're struggling, one, make sure you're fighting the right battle. Make sure you're in the right place for the right battle. All right? Two, make sure when you're in that place, your focus is not on trying to explain why you're in that situation, but to get out of it, to figure out the steps out of it. I heard someone say, if you're feeling bad and you're feeling down, and you feel like you're just in a funky mood, go out and do 5 good things for people. See, because doing things for others makes us feel better. It says go out and just be nice to 5 people. You're not happy? Go out and try to make 5 other people happy. Hey, how are you doing today? Watch what happens to you. Watch how you change. See, we spend so much time trying to find a solution for our life that we don't have the opportunity to see that we can be the solution for others, and the solutions that we provide for others feed us. They edify us. They build community. They make us stronger. We got to spend time in that space, people. We have to understand that if we care, it'll show up not in just what we say, not in just the way we talk about our life, but it'll show up in what we do, how we do it. Give me a second, people. So, words matching your actions is an important thing that needs to happen for us. But we have to take the accountability of it. We can't keep talking about and keep using lip service for things that we're not willing to put in the effort and the labor to do. We have to stand up and go do it. That's right, Reverend said, don't ask for change, be the change. I agree. Andre said, Nancy, boundaries help people lovingly understand how we want to be treated. They do. That's exactly what boundaries do. Life is hard, but I think it's your choice. With God, it gets easier. Life's not hard. Stop saying that. Listen, I'm not saying that I know everything. I know this. Life's not hard. It's not. It's not. And you know how I know life's not hard? Because I've been depressed. I've dealt with severe depression, and I've dealt with laying down. I've dealt with hitting rock bottom. Sometimes, man, see, I was a lifeguard, right? I'm gonna share something with you guys. When I was a lifeguard, I was training to be a lifeguard. We had this objectives that we had to reach, where they would throw this 10-pound rubber brick into like 12 feet, 16 feet of water, something like that. And then we would have to go down, we would have to get the brick, and we would have to swim back up with it. Now, it took a little while for the brick to hit the bottom. Even as heavy as it was, took a little while because it kind of did this, went down to the bottom. It didn't just hit the bottom immediately. And so for a lot of people, they said, you can go. You have a certain amount of time to do it. You had a limited amount of time. The time started when the brick made the splash. And for many people, as soon as the brick made the splash, they dove in. The brick's starting to go down. They swim out. It's about 15 meters out. Swim out, dive down, try to get to the brick before the brick hits the bottom. They try to get it, and then they're trying to swim back up. I was one of those people. I was like, man, I'm fast. I'm strong. I gotta go. I gotta go. As soon as it hits the water, I gotta go. I kept failing. I kept getting it back up, but I couldn't get back to the side of the pool in time. Kept falling short. Then I waited. Instructor told me, they were like, you're going too fast. You're doing too much. You're making this harder than it needs to be. He said, let the brick sink. Let it get to the bottom. Because when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go. And when you hit rock bottom, you pick that brick up and you push off the bottom. And when you explode back up through the water, you have not used any of your energy to get back to the top. Getting back to the edge of the pool is easy. Put it on your hip and swim. And I'm telling you, I learned it. I waited. I waited for that brick to hit the bottom. I went down, I got it, I shot back up. It was a breeze, I crushed it. Because sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom to push back up. Sometimes what you're going through is just what's building you. It's just the process. This is why I know life isn't hard, because it's easy to lay down. It's easy to quit. You can go down and lay on the bottom like that brick and never come back up. It don't take nothing to do it. That's life. Life don't care if you stand up or not. Life don't care if you fight back. Life don't care anything about it. But the moment you decide you want to achieve something, the moment you decide I'm coming back up, is when the challenge begins. And when you learn how to come up, when you learn how to believe, when you learn how to walk, and you stop talking about what you're gonna do and you start doing what you're gonna do, your life changes. I'm telling you this from experience. I've been at the bottom. I've given up. It was easy. It was comfortable. It was quiet. Life didn't care. Some family members cared. Life didn't. I was depressed on a job and I was like, I can't do it. Job didn't care. They opened the next day. They opened the day after that. They opened every other day. They served their customers. Wasn't nobody in there talking about birds having a hard time. Not enough so for life to stop for anybody. Stop thinking life is hard. Life's not hard. Life's out there. We have a responsibility once we're alive to live it. And whether you're living life or just being alive, it's your choice. But when you want something, you have to seek out, man, the moment you want something, challenges are going to arise. Challenges are going to arise because you have to seek them out. It is a necessity for challenges to be overcome in order to achieve. Go get something. You want to know what's hard? Being committed to your goal, committed to your work. Man, when I shut my mouth and I started doing the work, like I can't keep telling people what I'm gonna do because I spend so much time talking about it. See, you guys haven't, I don't know how many of you've been here before. I'm standing in the gym. I was a personal trainer. I was a personal trainer and a fitness manager for this gym. And part of what I had to do was recruit clients, but also try to recruit personal trainers. And so I'm talking to these personal trainers as they come in the gym. And they're asking me questions. They're like, hey, so what does it look like to become a personal trainer? What do we do? What do we gain? How do we grow? Right? Give me a second. Who's that? Io? I'm an introvert, always scared to do the things others do. We can touch on that in a minute. Give me a moment. I just want to share this. So part of my job is to recruit clients and to recruit prospective trainers. And I'm standing here and I'm telling the trainers, they're like, listen, man, how do you make the money? Because they can do the math. They're like, listen, you're doing the training sessions. You can't be here all day. You don't get paid for just being on the clock. And so you're doing these trainings, you get paid per person. Like they can see, like I see you making some money, but like, how do you make money? And I'm telling them, oh, well, you have to be able to market yourself, brand yourself. You want to be able to build these things, do all of these things, do all of these things. And this one girl was standing here one day and she was like, she's listening. And I've been telling this to all these people. And she says, well, why aren't you doing it? Like, what did you just say to me? Listen, who do you think you are calling me on all of this stuff I'm saying to you? Who you think you are checking me on the fact that I'm telling you to do something and I'm not doing? I shut up. I can't keep talking about doing something and not doing it. You know what to do. You know what action to take. You know that you need to get up and you need to take action, and you have behaviors and you have goals and objectives that need to be reached. Or you can give lip service because you want people to see you and talk about how good you talk about talking. We gotta get up, we gotta get going. We can't keep allowing for our words to be greater than our actions. You can't keep saying, I'm gonna get up in the morning and walk a mile, and keep not getting up in the morning and walk a mile. Yeah, man, I'm about to start walking. I bought the shoes, I'm about to start walking. Yeah, man, I don't really like the cold, man. I gotta get some cold weather gear, then I'm gonna start walking. Oh, man, how it is when it's hot, my asthma, you know how like when the seasons change, I got allergies. Keep talking, man. Get up, do it. We got to take action. We have to. I'm trying to find this comment for the name. Said, I'm an introvert and I don't really like doing what other people's doing. That's fine, you can be an introvert. Ain't nobody there when you doing what you need to do but you. I don't know what the challenge of being an introvert is. Life has been different in the Philippines. Life is different in the Philippines. And then there are a whole bunch of people here in the United States trying to take money to the Philippines. Save more than you spend. That's pretty simple. That's pretty simple. Invest more than you spend. If you want to know how to make changes in your life and it has to do with your money, you got to take actions. But that's discipline. That's just you. That's just something you got to do. Yellow said it's simple. Speak with behavior, great stuff. You have to speak with your behavior. Billy Boeing said the only answer is if there is a God, he is cruel. Justin says morning. Good morning, Justin. Blitz, yo. It's in the Bible how cruel God is. I hear you, Billy. I hear you. God's God. My question is this, and this is my understanding as a child of God. This is my understanding as a born-again Christian. God created everything. Before there was anything, there was God. God's understanding of humanity was non-existent until he created humans. Even if we say, hey, the belief that God knows everything before it happens, he knows what the outcome's going to be, he just wants us to get there. You're like, oh man, that's horrible. Why would you want me to live a bad life? Why would you want me to go through these struggles? Why would you want me to have these challenges? Okay, well, I hear what you're saying, but what if I didn't? What if we just jumped to the end? And instead of you ever having this opportunity to walk around on this planet and complain and debate whether God is real or God isn't, your whole existence started in hell. You just started in hell. You didn't exist, you were born, you're in hell. You're like, what the? And they're like, nah, man, because you know, you was gonna be a murderer. You were really bad. You didn't give me a chance. So you can argue God as much as you want. That doesn't change the fact that you're here right now. You want to argue whether or not God is good or God is cruel or God is evil. What about you? See, this is what I mean about when we talk about things, but we don't want to take up and bear our own cross. We don't want to take on our own responsibility. So we keep pointing at God and looking at God. Good or bad, guys, I'm telling you on both sides. I'm telling you there's people sitting in the church right now saying, God got a blessing for me, and I'm waiting on God. God waiting for you to get up and go get it. Your blessing's sitting right there. Only thing between you and it is air. Go get it. Man, it's interesting to me. It's interesting to me because there's so many things we can say and talk about. And then there's so many things we can do. And when we do, when we get active, when we start actually doing things, the changes are so quick. We start to see results and a difference in our life so quick that we have to take the time to do it. I'm watching your live stream while making breakfast this morning. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here, Nancy. That's a way to say it. Regardless, we hear and have to do something. Love it. We have to do something. We have to do something. Guys, here's my thing, right? I'm making suggestions. I'm offering some words. I'm sharing some things, but I'm walking this path daily. I'm facing this thing daily. You know what I'm saying? You know how easy life is. Like, we got people out here creating life by mistake. We got people out here just being humans, making babies. That's life. Here's another one. We got somebody else alive. Population's growing. But then we have to start living. And I'm telling you, all the things that we complain about, all the things that are an issue for us, all the things that we are concerned about or that hold us back or we say we don't like are things that we're not taking action on. I don't like how they treat people. Okay, treat people different. Be the change. See, you have to understand, you have to grow to be strong enough. You have to work on yourself to be strong enough to not just talk about change, but to create change. We can talk about it all day. I don't like this, I don't like that. I don't like how this happens. I wish this didn't happen. I wish this wasn't this way. We can talk about it all day, but we have to take action on it for it to actually change. We have to be prepared to say, not only do I not like it, but I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna work on me so that I'm strong enough to make a difference. So, growing up, I had this vision of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a professional football player. Had this vision of how I was going to grow up, become a professional football player, put my mama in a house, put my mom and dad in a great place, put my family in a great place, provide for everybody, build this big old dynasty-style mansion retreat for the whole family to live in. And I talked about it all the time. And I kept asking my daddy, I would talk about it, and my daddy would be like, boy, you need to write a book. And I'm like, man, what? He's like, yeah, you need to write a book. I'm like, nah, this is the stuff I'm gonna do. He was like, okay, well, it's fine, just write it down. I never wrote it down. I also never became a professional football player. But it dawned on me that when I was young, I had this vision and this dream, and I had these words, but I did not have the behaviors to go with it. And so when it didn't start to materialize as I got older, I couldn't keep pointing my fingers at, hey, my daddy didn't do this. Hey, my mama wasn't here. Hey, my life didn't have this. At some point, I had to take it on me and say, I'm going to do different. I got a wife and 7 children at home. We have a channel that's monetized. It's called The Baby Birds. You guys can visit it. Take a look at what my life looks like. Take a look at how I actually live. The Baby Birds. What I'm trying to share with you guys is, regardless of what I talked about doing, regardless of who I said I was going to be, regardless of how much I believed in what I was saying, I didn't have the actions to coincide with it. I could have just written it down. If I'd written it down as a child, it would have changed some things. But I didn't know the difference between dreaming and doing. I didn't know the difference between talking about it and taking steps. We have to get there. That's growth that we have to make. And if you're here, you have the opportunity to do that. Stop lamenting your past and start investing in your future. It starts with your behaviors. And the primary one is discipline. I don't care what area of your life you're working on. I don't care if it's your faith, your fitness, your family, your finances. I don't care what it is. It starts with discipline. You have got to start doing something. You've got to start doing something. No, everybody talks about discipline is all about consistency. I'm here to tell you that's wrong. That's why so many people keep failing. That's why so many people never reach the mark. Because discipline must start with repetition. You cannot consistently perform at a high level on something you don't know how to do. You must first learn how to do it. And in order to learn how to do it, you need to start doing it. So many things are hidden behind, the truth of the performance is hidden behind the action of doing the thing. You won't learn it until you start doing it. What do we have? We have, PB says, if you're alone walking in a negative path, don't think you're really alone, because you're not. God is in your side, and I have a light and a guide you to your goal, to a better path. Right, you can always look to God, people, but you have to understand when you're looking to God, you have to actually be trying to get somewhere. The old poem, right? The old poem about, hey, I'm walking, and it's like I'm walking on the beach and there's two sets of footprints. And God was right beside me. Then when things got really hard, there was one set of footprints. And God said, that's when I carried you. But see, this has to start with you trying to get somewhere. You gotta get up and start walking. You can't lay down and say, God, take me there. Oh God, please just take me there, God, just pick me up. I don't wanna go no more. No, you gotta get up, you gotta get moving. You gotta take action. Can't keep sitting out there talking about where you wanna be. You gotta get up. Goals need a destination. That's called a why. It's called a why. You say, if he's married to the mother of his 7 children, I'm Jesus. Well, I guess you Jesus, Billy. All of my children for one woman, dude. God bless you, though. Hey, guys, it says, being married is not the end goal. No, it's not. Who said anything about being married? Yeah, man, 7. 5 girls, 2 boys. We'll talk about them later. Listen, there are a whole lot of things that we can do in life, whole lot of places we can go, whole lot of work that we can do. But it starts with us actually doing it. It starts with us coming to a realization that I want to be somewhere. See, we can talk a lot. Listen to your self-talk. What are you talking about? Are you talking about being somewhere, or are you talking about where someone else is? Are you talking about where someone else's behaviors have gotten them? Are you talking about how someone else is acting or speaking or engaging? Are you talking about things that have happened in the past but aren't going to move you forward? What are we talking about? Listen to your talk. How do you talk to yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself too much? Are you telling yourself that you did things that you know you ain't done? Huh? Are you trying to give yourself credit for experiences that you have, that you know you didn't have, that you know you didn't invest in, that happened to you because the world was happening and life was happening around you, not because you built it? I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying we have to understand that there is work for us to do. There is always opportunities to grow. I am adamant about the fact that the only thing that the previous generations passed on to so many blacks here in America is the struggle. We're at a point now where we work, we make money, and we talk about the legacy and the leg up and the foot up that so many other people had before us. And now we have the opportunity to build these same steps. And we talk about, well, how you gonna learn character? How you gonna have character? How you gonna understand the benefit of hard work if I just give it to you? You think people with money don't understand what hard work means? Do you think hard work is associated in some way with how much money you have when you're born? You think character comes from dollar amount? No, it just allows for you to think about problems on a higher level. It allows for you to look at trying to solve things and achieve things at a higher level. Every generation of your family can't start at the bottom, say you gotta figure it out like I did. That is stupid. That's stupid. That's like somebody getting freed from slavery and then turning around and telling their children, you don't know what hard work is. You need to spend 5 days. You need to spend 5 years as a slave. In order for you to understand hard work, come on, man, that's dumb. If we don't change our thoughts, we don't change our viewpoints, we don't change our actions, we can't change our behaviors, we can't change our outcome. We need to come up with a new destination. We need to stop trying to get what someone tells us we need to be, and we need to start trying to get where we want to be, doing what we want to do. Have a vision, see what you want to see for your family in the future. It doesn't happen by chance. It doesn't happen by mistake. It happens by dedicated, driven, intentional steps. And it requires discipline. You cannot be consistent at something you don't know how to do. That's what repetition and patience do. Repetition and patience help you learn the skill and develop the tools necessary to start to move forward. I don't care what it is, start working on it. Bye, Nancy. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, guys. All right, in Dallas. Lived there for a while. I was in Austin, Texas for a while. So the work that we're looking to do, the strides that we're taking, the steps we're taking, the growth that we're making, it's important for us to understand, people, that doing this work is designed for us to grow, and discipline helps us get there. Once we get the skill, once we have the tool set, then we're able to do something consistently. And when we get consistent, that's where we make a plan. That's why we need a why, because consistency is about growth. It's about development. It's about being able to understand, if I do this thing the way it's supposed to be done on a regular basis, I'm going to grow. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's just going to mean you're able to show up and meet the call time and time and time again. And that builds perseverance. Perseverance is the preservation and the salting of the soul. Perseverance is the thing that you build when someone says it's not going to happen, when you've done the work and it's not happening, when you're facing the challenges and they're difficult, but you still find a way to overcome. That is perseverance. Vlad said, do you think God's telling me to stop smoking when a bird flies away with my cigarettes to drop them into a river today at work? Nah, Vlad, I think you want to stop smoking and you're taking any signs as God's word. You already have. No, I don't know if that was God trying to tell you to stop smoking, or you just got birds with a nicotine habit. And they couldn't, they were trying to get their fix. Oh man, oh man. Treat your body as a temple. Treat your life as a blessing. If I got kids, I'm going to support and help them until I die, because a father's role is to support, care, and love their creation. Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. Do your thing. Do your thing. Here's the thing. Do you have any kids yet? Because you have to understand. You got to understand, especially if you're a Christian, especially if you're a child of God, especially if you have faith, if you believe in God. We turned away from our Father. We thought we knew better than our Father. And He loved us. Love, when you say, I'm going to love and support them until I die, keep in mind, there are going to be some moments your good children are going to look you dead in your face, tell you, you stupid. You don't know nothing. The behaviors are going to tell you, I don't believe nothing you say. You're like, I don't trust what you're doing. Even in the best of relationships, there's going to be moments where the children are going to look at you and they're going to be like, I can do better. Or you're wrong on this one. And if you truly say, I'm going to love and support my children, even when they look at you and you say you're wrong, you say, okay, do your thing. I'm here for you. Let me know how I can help you. That's what support is. Support isn't pushing someone in the direction you want them to go. Support is understanding the person's direction they're going in and being there for them when they need you. That's support. That's love. It's 6:13, people. Thank you guys for being here. Who is this? This is P627 says, nah, I don't have kids yet because I'm 14, but I always call my creations as my kids. I care and love them. Okay, so you're creating other things. You take care of that. T-bone, smoking is a choice. Overeating is a choice. Life is a choice. Now, life is just what's happening around you. It's just there. Listen, I have this thing that I share. I say, listen, prepare for anything, not everything. The reason you want to prepare for anything, because when you're traveling along a path, anything can happen. Anything associated with your journey might happen. But during that time, everything is still happening. You need to be prepared for anything, but you can't and you should not try to be prepared for everything. Because some of the things that happen have nothing to do with your journey, have nothing to do with your path. They are just part of everything. Prepare for anything that may impact your journey, not everything. Devin says, spider and the elephant. Spider decorated the temple as worship. Elephant cleaned it. The spider ended up inside elephant's trunk, biting it. Elephant slams head into tree. Both died. God forgives them. I don't even know where that comes from. I've never heard that before. Listen, guys, thank you so much for being here this morning. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I just would like to say I appreciate you guys being here. This morning, our walk and talk was simple. It's about don't let your actions be misconstrued or not true based on your words. The words we say can show and try to demonstrate a lot of things. Our actions will be the evidence of who we actually are and what we're willing to do. As we get up and you go out today, I challenge you today, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't explain to people where you're going. Stop telling people what it is you're doing or trying to do, and do it. Take action today. Understand that it's within your ability, within your hands to grow and achieve at a level that is suitable for you. I want to thank you for being here. If you haven't done so yet, please take a moment, double tap the screen, hit the like button, wherever it is. It really helps. Subscribe, share, see more of the content. Please visit the Baby Bird channel. See how my family lives. Take a look into our real lives. See how I'm actually living. I want everyone to go out today, have a blessed day. Understand that you are blessed because you have the opportunity to bless others. And today is going to be all about action, guys. As always, as we head out on this Monday to start this week, keep showing up, keep blowing up, and keep growing up. Until next time, guys, God bless.